Good morning. This is Dr. McDaniel at GYN Corner. I'm a board-certified obstetrician gynecologist in New York City, and I'm bringing to you all things health-related for women. Well, today I'm obviously not in New York City. I'm in New Jersey at the horse farm. It's Saturday, and I'll probably be doing a few of these from inside the car because it's been cold the last few weekends, and not so much cold but windy. So when it's windy, I don't want to go outside. If it's just cold, I don't mind, get fairly well wrapped up, but I don't feel like going outside when it's windy. It's a little too much for me. So do a few from the car until it starts to warm up. Today is Saturday, February 29th, and hopefully it'll be warm within a few weeks. Maybe April we'll have some nicer weather. Might be April showers. I guess we'll find out. But excuse me. Today's Saturday, so I've been doing the pregnancy series on Saturdays. And today is series number 7. Today's pregnancy series installment number 7. Last time I spoke about Braxton Hicks contractions, and today I'm speaking about cervical ripeness, or the Bishop score. Now, Braxton Hicks contractions are, preliminary or practice contractions of the uterus, but what they really do is they prepare the uterus for labor, and they perform what we call ripening of the cervix. Trying to stay in the light here. Now, whenever someone is at the end of their pregnancy, usually most people will start at 36 weeks or 37 weeks. Just depends on how the visits fall. If they come in at 35, then the next visit's 37. If they come in at 34, the next visit is 36 weeks usually. So either at 36 weeks or 37 weeks, when they come to their obstetric visits, we always do an exam, a cervical exam, to see if the cervix is starting to change and look more favorable towards labor commencement. And we call that change in favorability towards labor commencement cervical ripening. There is a score or an assessment that we used. It's called a Bishop score. And the Bishop score is a way to assess the cervix in a, to assess the score in a standardized fashion around the world now, to assess if the cervix looks like it's favorable or unfavorable towards soon commencing labor. Spontaneous labor is what we call that, or if it's reasonable to attempt an induction. Now, Dr. Bishop, or Dr. Edward Bishop, was an obstetrician in the 1950s in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at the Pennsylvania Hospital. And between 1951 and 1955, he conducted a series of assessments or standardizations, evaluation of women who were undergoing cervical induction for labor. And he had 1,000 labor inductions during that 3-year time period. He produced all of his work in a published article in 1955 called a cervical ripening score for labor elective induction of labor. An elective induction of labor simply means that as obstetricians, physicians, we are forcing the labor to commence. It's not a naturally spontaneous or naturally induced labor that your body has started. It's labor that we have medically started, sometimes just because it's convenient, and other times because the woman's or the mother's health is starting to deteriorate in ways that could compromise the health of the baby or her own health eventually. So elective induction of labor is a medical physician, or sometimes nurse practitioner, physician assistant, inducing or forcing the onset of labor.